I'm Kerri Mixon. I'm from San Diego. I own Palace Athene Soap, Certified Lye, and the Soap Making Studio. One of my most popular classes at the Soap Making Studio is how to make bath bombs. A lot of people have great difficulty making bath bombs. If you look on the internet, you can see all sorts of pictures of failed bath bombs that have cracked, broken in half, crumbled, fallen flat, and all sorts of other catastrophes. I even found pictures on the internet where a maker had intended to make a sphere or a cupcake, but the bath bomb fell flat and was then selling it as a cookie. And that is not the right thing to do. That bath bomb is not going to fizz, it's not going to react correctly in the water. So we need to fix this problem. I was astonished also in 2014 when I picked up a book written by a fellow guild member, Kayla Fioravanti, who used to own Essential Wholesale. And in her book, she admitted to bath bomb failures in her huge facility where she had custom built machines and a dehumidifier. And I thought, wow, what honesty and what a real problem in the industry that bath bombs just aren't working for people, and I need to be able to find a solution for that. Where and how can I try to find out if there is a better way of making a bath bomb that will be far less prone to failure? And I decided to start with the reaction. The traditional baking soda reaction starts with 1 part citric acid and 2 parts baking soda or sodium bicarbonate. And it turns out those proportions are entirely incorrect. The 2, citric acid and baking soda, react with each other to produce sodium citrate, carbon dioxide, and water. Yes, water. Water is produced as a result of the reaction. Now you know why your bath bombs are prone to failure. Anything that starts that reaction going, such as spraying witch hazel on it, spraying water on it, spraying low-grade alcohol on it, is going to trigger the reaction and start the reaction. You can tell if the reaction has started because the reaction itself is endothermic. So the powder will begin to feel cold, the bowl will begin to feel cold. And then once the reaction has started, the reaction itself produces more water. So it snowballs, it keeps itself going. So there had to be a better way. We really want citric acid and sodium bicarbonate reacted with each other because we're trying to get the sodium citrate. That's a really beneficial chelating agent that conditions bath water and removes hard minerals. It neutralizes chlorine, it makes the water feel very, very soft, and it moisturizes skin. Carbon dioxide, of course, is the fizz, and water we really could do without. So part of what I came up with was trying to determine, is there anything else that we can use to wet that powder to stick it together so that it will keep its shape in the mold? And yeah, test it. Anything that you think you want to add to your bath bombs, test it first. The way to test it first is to take a small sample of the powder you've prepared, the mixture of citric acid and sodium bicarbonate, and put it in a little shot glass or a little tumbler glass, and then add the liquid you intend to add to your recipe to that powder to see if it starts the fizz. Water is not the answer. Water starts the fizz immediately. Witch hazel is not the answer. Witch hazel also starts the reaction immediately. Low-grade alcohol, that's 70% rubbing alcohol or isopropanol, is 30% water, and it also starts the reaction. So none of those are appropriate. I've tested all sorts of things. Several different types of liquids will work without starting the reaction, but my favorites are high-grade rubbing alcohol, such as 99 or 100%, isopropanol or rubbing alcohol, and cyclomethicone. So the alcohol really allows the powder to stick together very well, and it can be somewhat sticky. It could stick to utensils or spoons or molds, and that's why I like to add the cyclomethicone. Cyclomethicone is a natural ingredient first used by aromatherapy perfumers or natural perfumers, and it evaporates. So it feels slippery, it feels oily, but that liquid is volatile and it evaporates, but it prevents the powder from sticking to utensils, the molds, and it's particularly wonderful for the bath bomb press, where you're making one bath bomb at a time in the pneumatic with the air compressor, the press, and the bath bomb just falls out afterward because of the cyclomethicone. So I generally use 2 to 3% alcohol and then up to 7% cyclomethicone, but I subtract from that the amount of fragrance oil. Fragrance oil is also another one. So those three liquids, 99% isopropanol, cyclomethicone, and fragrance oil, when you add those liquids to the powder, no fizz occurs. The powder just sinks to the bottom of the liquid, and those liquids do not set off the reaction. If you have more questions about the scientific no-fail bath bomb making method, you can reach me at the Soap Making Studio or through the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild. Have fun making bath bombs!